3. They are talking about you. She said you have a very long, Archangel Michael says, the words you never heard directly are being whispered in rooms you've never entered. There's a woman who cannot stop speaking your name, her voice trembles with a mixture of curiosity and envy. She recently said something shocking about you, and it's spreading like a wildfire among people who pretend not to care. It wasn't said to flatter you. It wasn't said to celebrate you. She said you have a very long future of success, attention, and admiration, and it made others in the room uncomfortable. Because deep down, they knew she was right. Type Amen to get blessing 333. She's been watching you longer than you realize. She watches your presence, your growth, your silence, and she's been interpreting it as a threat. Even though you've done nothing to provoke her, your light unsettles the darkness inside her. What you carry, she cannot duplicate. And now, she's trying to express her frustration in whispers, in sarcasm, in coded language. She said to someone recently, they have a very long line of people waiting on them. It's like something's pulling everyone to them. But she doesn't realize, what's pulling them to you is divine. Type Amen to get blessing 701. This statement she made, it's not just gossip, it's prophecy leaking from her mouth. Because even those who dislike you cannot deny the power moving around you. They try to act neutral, but your name forces emotion out of everyone. She said it with an eye roll. She said it with bitterness. But what she really meant was, why them and not me? Because in her heart, she knows you are destined for something beyond average. Type Amen to get blessing 209. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She didn't just talk about your future, she tried to predict it aloud in a way that twisted the truth. She said, they've got a very long rope, they're always being pulled up even when they fall. She meant it as shade, but it was actually confirmation. Because the truth is, you've been protected even when sabotaged. You've been chosen even when misunderstood. And yes, your rise has been long, slow, and steady, but it's also been unstoppable. Now they're all starting to notice. Type Amen to get blessing 882. Someone in that room tried to defend you. They said, I don't know why you always bring them up if you claim you don't care. But the conversation kept circling back to your name. Archangel Michael says that your glow is now unignorable. You're entering a phase where even your silence is spoken about. Even when you're not present, the room bends in your direction. Because spiritually, you're louder than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 504. The most shocking part is this, she used to admire you. There was a time she genuinely wanted to be close to you. But when she realized your lane couldn't be copied, her admiration twisted into competition. Now she watches from afar, pretending she's unaffected. But her conversations betray her. She said to someone, they act so calm, like everything just works for them. It's like they have this very long streak of miracles. And she's not wrong. Type Amen to get blessing 315. You've been walking with divine favor. Even when you felt forgotten, the spirit realm was lifting you higher. Your journey hasn't been without pain, but it's been drenched in protection. That woman senses it. And so does everyone around her. That's why they listen closely when she talks about you, because her words reveal what others won't say out loud. That your presence has become powerful. Type Amen to get blessing 988. She tried to turn others against you by saying your path was too long, too strange, too different. But those very words are what make people curious about you. She accidentally gave you more attention while trying to dim your shine. She doesn't understand that divine energy cannot be defamed, it magnifies under pressure. And you've been under pressure for years. Now, you're glowing through it, and they're stunned. They can't figure out how you're still rising. Type Amen to get blessing 147. She will try to deny it soon. She'll pretend the conversation never happened. But someone heard it all, and they will come to you, not with drama, but with concern. They'll say, "Be careful, she talks about you more than you think." And it won't shock you, it will confirm everything you've been sensing in your gut. Your intuition was never wrong. It was waiting for evidence. Type Amen to get blessing 622. The people she talks to will eventually turn against her. Because when someone constantly fixates on another's life, it exposes their insecurity. They'll begin to wonder, why does she care so much? One by one, her allies will grow distant. Not because you said a word, but because your truth stands tall on its own. And their lies are starting to collapse under the weight of your consistency. You don't need to defend yourself, the facts are louder than fiction. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Soon, a stranger will approach you with a strange energy. They may act overly kind or a little too interested. That's because they were sent to check you out by her. Be cautious, but not fearful. You don't need to hide, you need to shine intentionally. Let your peace do the talking. Because your calmness intimidates their curiosity. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, no matter what they say or how they twist the truth, your path will not be delayed. She said you have a very long list of people watching you. And she's right, because you're carrying something rare. She said your blessings keep stretching. And they will. Because heaven is not done with you. It's only just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 277. You will begin to see a shift in how people treat you without any explanation. They won't say it, but they've heard the whispers. Her words about you are circulating like smoke, touching every corner of your circle. But the smoke isn't choking your reputation, it's revealing who inhales it and who clears the air. Some will come closer, curious about who you really are beyond her twisted version. Others will silently withdraw, believing the lies without checking the truth. But let them choose. Their reaction is their revelation. And your glow will separate the real from the fake without lifting a single finger. Type Amen to get blessing 803. You may even feel uncomfortable in rooms where you used to feel safe. It's not paranoia, it's presence. The energy has changed because you have changed, and they don't know how to receive this version of you. She said, they have a very long way to go, they think they're something now, but they've barely started. She meant it as a jab, but once again, she told a deeper truth. Because yes, you are just beginning. And what's coming next is going to silence even her whispers. Type Amen to get blessing 477. There's someone in her life, someone she trusts, who actually admires you. They've been watching from the shadows, silently inspired by your strength. And now, her bitterness is creating division even in her own camp. That person may eventually reach out to you. They might start supporting you in small ways, liking your posts, offering random encouragement. Don't ignore it, it's the universe revealing your hidden supporters. Even in the enemy's camp, truth is starting to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 661. You will soon be presented with a decision, to respond or to rise. There will be a temptation to confront, to clear your name, to prove your truth. But your silence will be more powerful than any explanation. Let your blessing speak louder than her bitterness. Let your progress expose her projections. Every step you take forward will make her words echo back to her louder than before. Because divine favor is the only response you'll need. Type Amen to get blessing 193. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You'll notice her energy change completely if you ever cross paths again. She'll be uneasy, nervous, fidgety, not because she's afraid of you, but of what your presence forces her to remember. She'll see in your eyes that you know, even if you never say it. Archangel Michael says, the glow on you now burns through deception without needing fire. You're becoming untouchable, not because of pride, but because of purity. The kind of purity that rattles the bones of liars. She will feel that every time she speaks your name from now on. Type Amen to get blessing 555. What she meant to use against you will become the very reason people are drawn to you. Her bitterness disguised as commentary will serve as a spotlight. Even those who doubted you before will begin to second-guess her. She gave away more than words. She gave away her own position by showing her heart. And in doing so, she exposed herself far more than she exposed you. Now, all eyes are turning, slowly, in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 212. There's a specific room, a group, a gathering that once overlooked you. Because of her words, they paused. They hesitated. They watched from a distance. But that hesitation is turning into fascination. They want to know how you keep rising, glowing, and attracting favor without ever defending yourself. They are beginning to realize that her stories were just the shadows cast by your light. And some of them will quietly cross over. They will choose your truth over her narrative. Type Amen to get blessing 800. She may try to mimic your voice, your presence, your kindness, but none of it will work. Because imitation without spirit is just noise. And people are beginning to hear the difference. Your presence has depth that can't be fabricated. Your journey was earned, not styled. And the world is waking up to that truth. Her version of you is fading, and the real you is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will feel a shift in the way opportunities begin to find you. Where there was resistance, there will now be reception. What was once blocked will begin to break open. Archangel Michael says, this shift is not accidental, it is divine reversal. The tables are turning in silence. And she will watch what she tried to delay arrive even faster. That is the irony of spiritual backlash. Type Amen to get blessing 468. There will be a moment when she says your name again, but this time, it will tremble. Not out of rage, but regret. Because by then, it will be too late to fix what her tongue broke. You are being elevated without needing to step on anyone. And that's the kind of rise that makes heaven rejoice. This is your vindication, silent, strong, unstoppable. Let it happen exactly as the divine designed it. Type Amen to get blessing 177. She never imagined her words would return to her like echoes trapped in judgment. But now, the very people she once convinced to doubt you are seeing the cracks in her story. They're beginning to notice how obsessed she is with a person she claims not to care about. You will not need to defend your glow, your success, peace, and favor will do that. You'll walk into rooms where your name was once twisted and feel the energy shift instantly. Because spirits always recognize when someone chosen enters the space. And your presence will now speak louder than her mouth ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 417. Someone close to her is going to slip up. In casual conversation, they'll accidentally reveal something she said that was never meant to reach you. When you hear it, you will feel a strange calm, not shock, not anger, just clarity. That's when you'll truly understand who was playing both sides. That's when every subtle moment that didn't make sense before will suddenly click. The fake compliments. The sudden distance. The strange energy. It was all connected to the words she spoke about your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 711. Her biggest regret won't be that she talked about you. It will be that her words lifted you instead of destroying you. Because unknowingly, she fueled the interest around your name. You are entering a new season where your name is being brought up in rooms of power. Not because of drama, but because of divine orchestration. Every time she tries to curse it, it gets multiplied. Every negative word is now producing a positive shift. Type Amen to get blessing 248. She recently said, "They always act so lucky. They have a very long reach. Someone's always helping them." And again, she thought it was an insult. But all she did was speak what the Spirit already confirmed. Yes, you do have a long reach. Because your roots are deep in purpose. And help follows you not because of manipulation, but because of spiritual magnetism. This favor isn't fake, it's divine. Type Amen to get blessing 953. Archangel Michael says, "Your light is beginning to expose her darkness without you even trying." Where she walks, people are beginning to question her motives. Where you walk, people feel peace, inspiration, or curiosity. She's beginning to notice the shift. She may try to reconnect, mask it as reconciliation, or play innocent. But your spirit will know better now. You've graduated from spiritual blindness. Type Amen to get blessing 604. Let her stay in the shadows if she chooses. Let her words keep spinning. Because they're only weaving a net that she herself will get caught in. You don't need to curse her. You don't need revenge. She already cursed herself the moment she aligned her words against what God has blessed. And that's a price no human mouth can afford. Type Amen to get blessing 888. From here on, your walk becomes lighter. Your spirit becomes louder. And your destiny becomes unshakable. She said you have a very long way to go. And she's right, but what she missed is this. You are unstoppable on that long path. And nothing she says can reroute what heaven has already paved. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This is the final turn in this chapter. Let her whispers fade. Let your voice rise, not in retaliation, but in revelation. You are being called into a season of undeniable breakthrough. You are being placed in front of people who were sent to elevate, not question, you. And her presence will dissolve naturally, quietly, and permanently. Because your spirit no longer entertains what was meant to pull you backward. Type Amen to get blessing 500. Your silence has become the storm in her world. Every time she tries to downplay your power, it only amplifies in the lives of those listening. They hear her words, but they feel your energy, and the contrast is exposing everything. She thought speaking about you would shrink your image. Instead, it widened your reach. Instead of destroying your name, she put it in places that were always meant to see you. She became a vessel of accidental prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 411. Archangel Michael says, everything she said behind your back will soon be placed beneath your feet. You won't need to respond, block, or even address it. Elevation is its own closure. She will watch your glow stretch further than she expected. Those she tried to turn against you will now cheer for your rise. Not out of pity, but because truth always wins in the long run. And your light is truth in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 770. Soon, you'll look back on this situation with no bitterness. Only wisdom. Because now you understand why certain people were obsessed with you. It wasn't personal, it was spiritual. They sensed your ascension before even you fully saw it. That's why they talked about you, watched you, doubted you. You carried what they never could access. Type Amen to get blessing 903. Her words can no longer touch your trajectory. Your growth is too rooted, too guided, too guarded. Your journey has been refined by fire, not flattery. You've passed through storms that would have drowned her. You stood in silence when others would have fought in chaos. You rose anyway. And now, nothing she says will ever hold weight again. Type Amen to get blessing 131. Let this be the final message you need. You are not what they said. You are what you survived in silence. She said you have a very long way to go. Yes, a very long anointed, blessed, unstoppable, divinely backed journey. And heaven is walking every mile with you. She will be left behind by choice, by consequence, or by divine removal. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You are free. Free from the invisible cords of opinions. Free from the weight of their envy. Free from the need to correct their confusion. Walk forward now, not just in light, but in full spiritual confidence. They will keep talking. But the world will keep watching your rise. And only one of those things will matter in the end. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your elevation will not require a crowd. The ones who were meant to walk with you will do so in truth, not behind veils of envy. And the ones who tried to sabotage you with whispers will watch your rise in stunned silence. She didn't understand that every sentence she uttered became a step in your ladder. Every attempt to twist your story only made your truth stand firmer. Now, her voice has turned to static, background noise in the symphony of your purpose. You're not moved anymore, because you've outgrown the weight of opinion. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You'll soon notice that people start treating you with unexpected reverence. They've seen the way you handled betrayal, and it taught them something. Grace under fire is louder than gossip in secret. They'll whisper less and watch more. They'll compare her words with your walk, and the difference will be undeniable. You won't need to campaign for clarity, your actions are writing a louder message than her mouth ever could. This is divine recompense. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Archangel Michael says, there's a blessing coming wrapped in full circle justice. The person she tried to poison against you will soon bring you an opportunity. Not to apologize, but to honor what they now recognize in you. She will see this moment. She will feel it before you even post about it, before you say a word. Her spirit will tremble with the knowing, she tried to curse what was already crowned. And she lost access to the future she once wished she could stand beside. Type Amen to get blessing 666. She said you had a long line of people wanting to be around you. She wasn't wrong. But what she failed to realize is, they're not just people, they're divine connections sent by purpose. Heaven is surrounding you with those who align, support, and elevate. You don't have to look for your tribe anymore. They're being drawn to you by spiritual signal, not popularity. And she won't be able to enter that circle again. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Let her keep talking if she must. But remember this, when the devil can't touch your destiny, he uses distraction. And she became one, briefly. But no more. Type Amen to get blessing 444.